Yo, what is going on, everybody? Gabriel Santos here. And in today's video, we're going to talk about why weed addiction can be so painful. And just in general, kind of a little bit of a rant and a message on like what this is all about, right? And click away if this doesn't resonate with you, but I'm sure for many of you it will, right? So a big part of what this is about is actually giving a fuck, right? Actually caring about our lives so that it's not just about the next pleasure thing, right? Like actually caring enough to be responsible, actually putting our attention and our focus on things that fucking matter, right? And I know for many of us, if not all of us, we have in the back of our mind the things we want to get to, the things we want to attend to, right? Oh my God, that I want to clean my closet. That closet's been dirty for years. Or God, I need to study. Or wow, I need to apply for jobs. Or man, I need to have this conversation with this person because, we need to repair that relationship. Or God, I need to fucking do something about my health and my body, right? Or fuck, I'm just not happy, right? And what weed addiction and dependency comes is an avoidance of facing and being responsible for our lives with the things that matter to us. And so what kills us is that we're avoiding what matters, right? And what causes so much pain is that we're avoiding what matters. And our way of dealing with that pain is to go to weed, because weed is safe, weed is certain, weed has consistency of good feelings, right? But as you and I both know, those good feelings only last when you're stoned. And then sometimes it gets to a point where you don't even get stoned, right? But it's at least a way for you to distract yourself from the pain of avoiding your life and all the things that matter, right? Because what we really want is to pursue and resolve the things that matter. And then beyond that, to create and produce a enjoyable life, a proud life, a life where we are somewhat, if not fully, put together, which is an ongoing process, right? But we look at our lives in its current stage, and like I said, not all of you can relate to this exact message, but it's like, fuck, my life, it's okay, but it's really not where I want it to be or what I imagined it to be or what I'd hope for it to be every January 1st, right? Every January 1st, I look down on what the next year could be. It's like, oh my God, I want this body. I want this money. I want this health. I want my room to be this clean. I want this relationship. I want this job. I want all these different changes in my life. But every year it's more or less the same, right? And this is not a blame thing. This is me just exposing the fact that, fuck, we want something better. We want more. We want change. We want transformation. We want actual true difference, right? And so what the whole weed dependency addiction thing becomes for many people is this safe spot that at least makes me feel somewhat good because my life is really not that good in comparison because I'm not doing anything about it. And then what's right there is, oh my God, doing something about it is also scary. Fuck, especially if you've tried before and failed, right? But that's the whole thing. Like, what we want is to go after our lives, but then what has all the fear and concern and insecurity and anxiety is going after our lives. But I'd bet that we'd much rather face the fear and failure of going after it than the pain and suffering of never having tried. Trust me. And consider that what you want is the pain and the failure to then overcome, because that's where the true growth is. When you actually have to face your shit, but then you earn the rewards by facing your shit and growing through it. And what hurts more than the pain of growth is the pain of no growth, which is what weed addiction and weed dependency is. Two main components, a main component. The pain of doing nothing. And we cope with the pain of doing nothing by smoking more weed. Because, oh God, at least I have a moment. And nothing wrong with having a moment. Okay, but what this is about is how a complete avoidance of going after it because of the pain, like I've been saying. All right, so point being, let's just be honest. You want to do better. You want to be better. And let's be honest, it is painful and confrontational to be like, fuck, I want to face my life and actually go face it. All right. And, you know, it's, and I think the risk here is that you really can just wait until it's too late. Right? Because you can run and run in hiding in comfort for a long time until you realize, like, damn, I'd rather just go for it. Right? And so consider that the pain you're running away from, which is the pain of like failure and devastating rejection, like you're already doing that to yourself. Right? You're already rejecting yourself by not going after it. You're already promising yourself a future of devastation by not going after it. And the smoking weed to avoid all of this is just a smoke screen. A smoke screen for the fact that you actually want to go and get up and do something. And I think what hurts even more is like, man, you know you want to do this, yet you keep going to the weed. Okay, this is not about weed. We're clearly using weed as a smokescreen, as an escape route. All right. Okay, this is not about if weed is good or wrong. This is about you, your life, what you're doing and not doing. And the more and more you avoid wanting to go in the right direction and you go to weed instead, the more it hurts. Because subconsciously, what we're basically saying here is like, oh, I don't care enough about myself to go after it, right? And I get it. It is fucking scary at first, for sure. For sure. But consider you have way more resilience, way more strength, way more ability to handle life as it is than you think. Seriously. And I bet what many of you yearn for is to build something step by step and grow and earn it. And earning it comes with pain. But that's what you want. All right. So, I don't know. Hopefully, this helps someone out there. If you're interested in coaching, receiving some coaching, I offer a free 30-minute coaching session to everyone that seeks it out. I'll leave a link down below. And I'm really searching for people who want to work long term, people who are hungry for something more for their fucking lives and are done being addicted and dependent to weed and are ready and courageous enough to move forward. All right. So if that's you, reach out to me via email or Instagram. I'll leave a link down below. But until then, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.